I wasn't holding the stick back. That was some of my taxiing problems. You have to have the stick back. Some aircraft, that's how you lock the tail wheel, but it just helps to have the stick back so you're putting some down pressure on the squirrely tail wheel.
HOTAS scramble. Rainbow Bridge in grid 17, 18 under attack.
Grid 17 and 18. Where's that compared to me? Pretty far away. That's good. Control Raven 3 requesting permission to taxi.
Raven 3, Cape Tower, clear to taxi.
The track IR is quite a bit different after being in VR so long.
Landing direction to the southwest.
But I've got the radio that I got to operate, and I got the list of radio commands up. So I got quite a little bit. Plus I was hoping maybe I could chat with people if they hop on. I'm going to close my canopy because it's raining on me.
Friendly forces at 42nd Jager Defensive Area under attack in grid 2318.
Okay, doing a little better taxiing this time.
Sending hard to 109. Give them hell with those bombs.
Wow. Oh, I had the tail wheel locked that whole time. Okay. All right. So I taxied much better that time. That's good. Maybe I was just a little sleepy. Now we'll see if we can take off. We got flaps in. We got flaps in. Flaps out, actually. All right. Ramp up the throttle. Nose is up. And there we go. Now we're airborne. Much better. All right. So we are heading southwest already. We want to follow the railroad track to Durham. We'll go find that headquarters, take it out first. A lot of times, and the radio just reminded me that I totally forgot to get takeoff clearance. Oops. Throttle back. 1.2 atmosphere. I got my trim working a little bit. I got those bombs on the heavy flapstrap, right? There we go. Now, here's a little town. This should be Durin already. As we come up on Durin, see the rain showers over there. That's cool. Yeah, usually these missions, the objectives, wow, it is raining. Man, it's pouring. Durin, looking for train tracks. There they are. I'm right on top of them. But these missions, the objectives will have a pretty significant thing. Like the radar stations last night would actually shut down a spawn point for the Allies. So I'm assuming this headquarters is pretty important. So we'll see if we can get these bombs on the headquarters. Alright, so we'll follow these railroad tracks up there to Jülich.
42nd Jager Defensive under attack. Grid 2318.
Got out of that rain shower. That was pretty heavy. That was crazy. It's still raining. I learned that these grid squares are 10 by 10 kilometers. And then inside the little ones are 3, I think. 3.3 or something like that. And it takes a fighter doing, we're a little over 400 kilometers an hour to 225. It takes us just a couple of minutes to get across the square. So once I learned that, that really helped with my navigation. All right, here comes this little town. And then from here, it'll be a little bit trickier. I'm going to want to fly basically due west to hit Herlin.
Command an alle Piloten. Our bombers are attacking enemy number 412 Squadron RCI from 4 Canadian bridge builders. Friendly 42nd Jager Defensive and Railway Bridge report light damage.
Got sunlight and rain coming down through the clouds. It's very cool.
Sending hard to I-pilot. Sending direction to the southwest.
Both the air traffic controllers have pretty heavy accents, and it's a little tricky to understand them sometimes. But it's immersive. Alright, we're flying west. Actually, that's probably about right, because that city's a little... We'll get to Herlin, and then we can follow those railroad tracks to Galeen and take out the headquarters. But I do got to pay attention for enemy fighters, because these enemy fighters are people, and they will shoot me down before I even see them. But with the low clouds, and if I stay below the clouds, that helps. I say it helps. I'm sure when I get around this headquarters, I'm going to see a lot of fighters. I'm 600 meters up, 400 meters up, so 1,200 feet or so. Doesn't look like 1,200 feet. So we get text-based messages, and then the radio will also tell you stuff going on. I can tell them my grid location. And there they were telling us that grid 1919 under attack. I can tell them what grid I'm in, and I can ask for help, or I can ask for a mission, and they'll tell me to go somewhere nearby. And it's smart. So like right now, it knows I have bombs, so it would send me to a ground target to attack. And then once I drop my bombs, it knows that I can now go off and be a dogfighter. So it would set me off to intercept fighters or to help somebody who needs help. So it's very cool.
Bring hard to 190. Bomb load looks good. Make sure you bring havoc in.
I'm actually still on air traffic control. I need to switch over to channel 1. There we go. So I can hear. Okay. I need to start looking for this town. So we got a river coming up. Yep, here's the river. Should see a bunch of railroad tracks if I'm on course at all. I think I'm right here. So I'm on course. I should start seeing the city. There's the city right there. Perfect. I'm getting a lot better at this navigating. All my private pilot time starting to come back. So now we want to turn and follow this road. The iron compass, railroad tracks and the roads. Climb back up a little bit though. You'll have to let me know. This will get archived to YouTube later. You know, if you like seeing me online. Obviously, I'm not super aggressive, and I'm not going after a lot of dogfighting opportunities yet until my skills improve. But yeah, there's our road. And our railroad track. Can I get in between them? Yeah. Or if you like seeing the scripted campaign missions, I'll definitely do. I might even do it later today. I'll do Wind of Fury Mission 3. What I like about the scripted missions is obviously on a mission, so there's like guaranteed action and targets. I should be able to handle, the AI pilots and shoot them down and stuff. Whereas in here, obviously I had trouble with takeoff. I'll have trouble with landing. Navigating and getting lost. Is that Galeen already? This headquarters is right near a bridge north of town, so unless that was Octon, it can't be because I recognize part of that river. They're not very far apart, so that could be it already. I don't think I have my trim set as well as I thought. Now here's an air base, or maybe this is the headquarters. There's no flak going off yet, but they might not see me. I noticed that yesterday. You can kind of sneak up on them. Yep, this is it, because there's the bridge. So we are going to drop some bombs here. We're going to spin around, fly over and drop our last bomb, and then we're going to clear out of Dodge because, yeah, they're already shooting at me, and the AA is insanely accurate. This is good. We'll just... Ha ha ha. Alright. Now I want to fly south. Oh look, I got buildings on fire. Sweet, look at all that AA. Probably just get down lower and that way I keep forgetting to check my 6, looking for fighters. So all my bombs are gone. Yeah, now my trim is, need to adjust my trim. There. All right, so here's the other little town. Now where are these? Yeah, they're way down here. So we'll fly down to Aachen and then we can follow the roads out. So that's a little southeast. Probably where that smoke is, is Aachen. And the convoys usually have anti-air with them as well. That can also be scary accurate. Yeah, that's Herline with the lakes to the north of it. And we'll see if all this smoke is the next town. Aachen, it had some pretty nasty fighting in real life. It was almost like a mini Stalingrad in this area. See some of the hills and stuff out here. And then when we get there, we will have to try to find these supply routes, which who knows where they're at. Yeah, this is definitely Aachen. I wish I could have an external view just to check for damage, because I know I took a couple hits, but everything seems fine engine wise. So yeah, this city's been attacked. Okay, so I want to follow this road right next to some railroad tracks. There's railroad tracks in the road, so this is the one I want to follow. One more rudder. Still raining. We'll just kind of fly along this road and see if we can find some vehicles. A lot of trees along this road. Now they are over there pretty far, so it'll take me roughly, if they're where the icon is, 6-7 minutes of flying. But we'll see. How's our scores doing? Oh, look. I got 7 buildings on that run. Sweet. Okay.
190 attacking 4th Canadian Bridge builders requesting cover in grid space 18.
Kind of wish the aircraft got wet, you know? It doesn't really look like its skin gets wet or anything in this rain. The windshield, you know, does, and your goggles do, but... Cover me 109, please. Are you talking to me? And we're coming up on these rivers, so in theory we've flown this whole road and haven't really seen anything. But they might not even be on this road. Wait a minute, what's down there? Okay, it's just sparkling graphic anomalies. So this should be... Now, what I think I will do is, knowing where I'm at, I can call up and let Raven know where I'm at, because we are in 2415. Control Raven 3, grid 2415.
Raven 3, control, roger.
In theory, it would tell me. Control Raven 3, pitcher.
Control, radio indistinct, state your intention.
Control Raven 3, request pitcher.
Raven 3, picture clear.
So, apparently there's no bad guys, at least around here, potentially. I wonder if I should head down to the next road, which is south. Is this the railroad tracks I need to follow? No, this is east. That's the road I came in on. This is probably the railroad tracks. How's my fuel? Burned a quarter of a tank so far. Alright. Now here's a little town. I want to go down to these. There's a loop in the river up here, looks like, maybe, with should be double bridges, and that's where I want to turn to follow this road. Actually, I'm already there. Double bridges. No, these are different double bridges. These are perpendicular. These are one bridge for the same road. supposed to have the loop off to the left. I wonder if I'm lost because there's a little town with an H in the river. Town with an H in the river.
Friendly Sneak at 1416, 109 flight attacking number 412 Squadron RCIF. Request cover.
Somebody's requesting cover. I missed the location though. See, here's another little town. Whoa, here's another little town that's like not on the map. I am not where I think I am. So I flew over this. There's a fork in the river with the town. Oh, I must be all the way down here already? Okay. See, the map doesn't really show that it's a double river. I'm still not sure where I'm at, actually. There's all these little villages that it's not showing. Unless I'm way over here. I guess I could fly back up to that headquarters and do a strafing run. Little town, 2 bridges over an H. I'm flying northeast. Whole string of bridges through here. Maybe we'll go back up here and we'll follow the railroad tracks. I'm not sure where I'm at. In theory, that smoke is Aachen, which has me way up north. Maybe I'm not as far south as I thought. There's H, the little town with Vise. Okay, now I know where I'm at, or at least now I know where that part of the world is on the map. Okay. Make sure there's nobody diving on me. I don't think so. There's not very many people on this morning. Whoa. Alright, so here's our H, here's our little town, here's our double bridges. So we're right here. So now I want to follow the road here.
Alto 3, group 1418, request picture. Alto 3, command, cover friendlies attacking number 412 Squadron RCIF, 20 kilometers west.
He's in 1418, I think it's pretty cool. Thought those shadows on the road were vehicles. Finding these trucks is tricky. Because, yeah, they may or may not even be here, and of course they're moving, so if they started a half hour ago, they're probably long gone anyways. I don't know how that works on these maps. But we can follow this road for a little bit. Maybe we'll try to land at a rearm base and get some more bombs and go back to the headquarters.
Command an alle Piloten. Our bombers are attacking enemy number 412 Squadron RCIs and 4 Canadian bridge builders.
I don't know if I'm going to find these trucks. Then we got a T in the road. Where would they go? We'll follow the T back north. Decide if we want to land, or we're down to half a tank of fuel. So the 109s don't have that much range. I don't know if that's altered for the in-game world, because otherwise, you know, you'd be able to fly all day long. I know that in the Battle of Britain, they did have trouble with, they would take off from the coast of France, fly over to southern England, get in a dogfight, and they only had like 5 or 10 minutes of combat power in the dogfight, and then they had to get out, because otherwise they'd run out of fuel before they got back to France. And that's not a very long flight. That's not a very far distance. I mean, people have literally swam it, so it can't be too far. In theory, in the new expansion, Battle of Normandy, we're supposed to get drop tanks, which I'm not sure which control down here is drop tanks on the 109, but I know in the Fury it's nice, or the Tempest, it's nice and blatantly labeled drop tank and controls and dropping and all that. So that'll be cool if we get drop tanks. Yeah, I don't know where these trucks are. Adjust my camera. There we go. So this should be Aachen again. So we just want to fly east. We can follow the railroad tracks here to Durin. And to Durin, and then follow them back down to Kells, and we can land there. Although I probably need to find the actual rearming base. Maybe you can rearm in any of them. They've been nailing our supplies. Look at that warehouse fire. Alright, so railroad tracks. Here they are. Maybe. Yeah, that's them. They look a bit unnatural cutting through the trees and everything. And they're almost always lined with trees as well, compared to the other roads, which, you know, are just part of the map, part of the image. Yep, so that's probably, yeah, that's Eschweiler. Yeah, with a little lake. half tank of fuel. I'm actually kind of debating on just going back up to the headquarters and give them a couple strafing runs. It's kind of silly to do that, but I've got my full complement of ammo with the 30. Did I bring the 30? I think I brought the 30. No, that was locked out, so I just got the 20, but that means I got a lot of ammo for the 20. We want to follow the railroad tracks here. More super heavy rain. I should have hit my record button when I attacked that headquarters so I could do a little video afterwards of dropping those bombs, since I've never really done that, other than my one Panther Kraken mission in the duck. Heading southwest, so I'm heading back to Aachen, that's fine. Yeah, here comes Aachen. Okay, so Aachen. All right.
Alto 3, grid 1516, request picture. Alto 3, command, have a friendly detecting number for 12 Squadron SRS, 10 kilometers north.
Alright, this should be my railroad tracks. Yep, there they are.
Requesting cover, 190 attacking number for 12 Squadron SRS, include 1416.
Just out for a Sunday morning flight in the rain in a war zone, you know, as you do. Actually, yeah, I want to follow the roads a little more direct. Yeah, so there's Herlin. And of course, yeah, now that I'm getting here, I'm actually running lower on fuel now. That's all right. We can relocate to a different base. Because isn't there one? Not really. Alright. Here's this little town. Follow its road. There's the road. Okay, yeah, so there's the town. We'll find that little air base, or the headquarters again. There it is. I think it's... No. There it is. Alright, so we can get lined up on it here. Go for those soft targets in the middle. I don't know if those are troop tents or maintenance sheds or what, but there's the anti-aircraft fire already. I was like, where is it? There it is.
Pilot vehicle 1319, air cover needed. 16th Volksgrenadier defenses under attack.
I'm pushing my luck here, but I think I'm going to do one more run. Oh, look, I got someone on fire. Alright. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. And that means we are in Grid Square 2017. Control Raven 3, Grid 2017.
Raven 3, control, cover friendlies attacking Triple X Corps headquarters 5 kilometers northwest.
I know that. Control Raven 3, vector to friendly airbase.
Control to Raven 3, nearest airfield cape, bearing 120, 55 kilometers.
120. Alright, heading 120.
110 attacking for Canadian bridge builders requesting cover in grid space 18.
Alright, so flying 120, is it sending us back? Yeah, it's sending us to there, so that's cool. There's Herlin already. Yep. So we can kind of navigate on from here. Follow railroad tracks. Or actually, yeah, we can get over the center of the town and just turn and head direct east. Especially where I got a quarter of a tank of fuel, I should be okay. I'm a little low, so we're gonna climb up a little bit. Alright. Passing over a little, and there's a nice recognizable C. There's the recognizable C. So yeah, if we continue on east, we will run right into that other town. Hey, Halter. He commented on my post about this on Reddit. He fired on a friendly. It happens. I've actually shot down a friendly. I still feel bad about it. Granted, he popped up between me and my target as I was firing, so he kind of did it to himself, but still. Rain and a sun shower all at once.
Fighters needed in Group 1619. Railway bridge under attack.
Is that the town? No. There's the town. Alright, so that should be Jewelrich. And then, yeah, I just need to follow railroad tracks out of Jewelrich all the way to the airbase. And that will actually work out pretty well, because it's been an hour already. It goes by fast. At least I did a little van damage to the airbase. 60% down. Altogether, it was at 80 when I came on, so I'm not going to claim that I did 20% damage, but I know I blew up quite a few buildings. Yeah, 11 and 14 and 1. What's this one? A heavy weapon. So I got one of the anti-aircraft guns. Nice. Alright, so where's my railroad tracks? There they are. Alright, now we follow this till we get to Durin, which should only be a couple of minutes down here. Maybe I can land. I'm feeling good today. Maybe I can land after my rough start. Alright, and it looks like there's Durin ahead in the rain. So I'm going to switch to channel 2, which is the air traffic control channel. Since we're getting close.
Requesting cover 110 attacking for Canadian bridge builders in grid space 18.
I think those are my railroad tracks. Yep. The iron compass. I know I've said that before, but it was drilled into my head. Especially if you get lost, follow the iron compass. It'll take you to a town. Might be a ways, but it'll take you to a town. In fact, there's our airbase right there. Let's make sure, yeah, there's no other airbase between us and them. Control Raven 3 requesting landing permission.
Raven 3, tower, we don't see you nearby. What is your position?
Control Raven 3 grid 2322.
Raven 3, Case Tower, clear to land.
Sweet.
Sending hard to iPilot. Landing direction to the southwest.
I'm going the wrong way. Oops.
Case to 110. Bomb load looks good. Make sure you bring her back empty.
I like those little comments. Look at that, I've landed. I'm rolling out straight.
Saitek, grid 1120. Command an alle Piloten. Our bombers are attacking enemy Fort Canadian bridge builders in XXX Corps headquarters. 2016 Volksgrenadier defenses and railway bridge report light damage.
Try to get off the active runway. Active airfield.
Case to Raven 3. You make the Führer proud with your victories.
That's probably what I should have been doing, is orbiting some of those bridges, looking for attack aircraft coming in.
2019 under attack.
Alright, I'm going to call this good. I'm near some maintenance hangars.
Requesting cover near Fourth Canadian Bridge Builders. Attacking the target now. Grid 1218.
I was kind of waiting for a message about returning to base or anything. That was weird though that I guess, but I landed where the fire were, but it indicated that that was the wrong direction, so that's kind of odd. See, I was hoping I'd get that landed after a successful sortie, but unless I missed it. But there we go, look at that. 80 points. 14 buildings, a heavy weapon, and a successful landing. Well, that, I think, is a pretty good run for today. So, thanks for watching, if anybody was watching. And this will get archived to YouTube here later in the day, and I'll post links everywhere like I always do. So anyways, thank you very much for watching, and let's look at these statistics real quick before I do bail. It should show that, hey, look at that, I'm also in first place. There's an hour and a half to go though, so but that's pretty cool. Anyways, I will see you guys next Sunday for either more of this or back to Wind of Fury. I'll decide last minute. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.